Welcome back, my legends, and today we're going to discuss why Apex got hacked. Now, by the time this video comes out, I'm pretty sure the problem should be solved by now. So big thanks to the devs who took off on their holiday to solve the problem. Although if I had to be very honest, this is something that shouldn't happen in the first place, and hopefully now EA takes notice and does something, but don't hold your breath because it's EA. And so originally I wanted to talk about the hacker who basically hijacked the entire game for one day and made it unplayable, but surprisingly enough, nobody has really taken any credit for this incident. Usually when somebody hacks a game, they take credit to get attention, but this situation was very unique because the hacker was promoting the Save Titanfall movement. Now, I want to make it very clear that this hacker is just a single lone wolf individual that just so happened to promote the Save Titanfall movement. So please don't go harassing these people. They have nothing to do with it. Unfortunately, they just got caught in the crossfire. And so in order to explain where I'm getting at, I first had to explain what the Save Titanfall movement is about. Now, the Save Titanfall movement is basically a plea from the Titanfall fan base that they need help because unfortunately, Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2 has been plagued by DDoSers, cheaters, and people personally attacking certain Titanfall streamers and having something called a blacklist so that way they don't play any Titanfall games. And so what happened is that the Titanfall fan community made this Save Titanfall website where they explain is that they need help from Respawn because they literally promised that they will help them as soon as possible, but that help has not come anytime soon, and it's been months with no updates. Literally, there's this one Titanfall streamer that has kept track of the post when Respawn said that they were looking into the whole DDoS situation in Titanfall games and how they were going to fix it, and ever since then there's been zero communication or updates from Respawn. And going back to the whole Save Titanfall movement, on their website it's made very clear that Respawn is selling a game in Titanfall 1 that basically doesn't work. And I tried this out because I went to the game and tried to get in a match, and unfortunately it just keeps saying server connection error. So Respawn is selling a game that they're advertising as working, but unfortunately the truth is that these hackers or DDoSers are making the game where nobody can play it, and yet Respawn has been quiet about this. So what I think happened, it's very clear and it's honestly very sad, is that these Titanfall fans that have been waiting for years patiently for some kind of update, some kind of news, some kind of fix, but unfortunately it looks like they finally had enough of being lied to, ignored, and worst of all, they feel abandoned. And so now things are starting to make sense. So it looks like this hacker just took pity on the Titanfall fan community and decided to show the Apex community what it's like when you can't play your favorite game. But instead of not being able to play for some hours, it's basically not being able to play for months. And so the irony of all this is that unfortunately I didn't know about the whole Titanfall DDoS hacker situation until this hacker promoted it in the game. But do I agree with it? No, I think they did something very stupid because now the devs are going to be less likely to try to fix the Titanfall games. But at the same time, it's also in a way Respawn's fault because they haven't really kept in contact with the Titanfall fans about their game. And so eventually one of them just lashed out and kind of proved to them that their security is a literal joke. Now from what I've seen is that somehow they were able to add a playlist to the game, which means that they could have done a lot of damage if they wanted to, but it looks like their whole point was to send a message to Respawn that they broke their promise and the Titanfall fanbase is not happy. And so it's just a bad situation from both sides because the people that really want to fix Titanfall, it makes them look bad. It makes Respawn look like an incompetent company that can't run their game, which in a way is kind of true because how do you let one person or a group of people basically hijack your game like that when you brag about how much money you make? Literally billions. And so all I want to say is this, is that I hope Respawn does not fully abandon Titanfall because of this incident and they try to solve the problems, because just like Alex the community manager said, they should be allowed to play these games even if the game is not as popular as Apex. And so yeah, my legends, I hope you got a better perspective on the whole situation. Honestly, I just think it's sad. Both sides don't come out looking good, so I hope Respawn doesn't fully abandon Titanfall. I hope Apex fans now understand what Titanfall fans had to go through when you can't play your favorite game, not for a few hours but for months, and hopefully they get things fixed. And that will do it for this video, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.